All right. Welcome to, thank you, sir. Welcome to the Town of Darien Sewer Commission regular meeting agenda of Tuesday, June 1st, 2021. It is 4:34 p.m. and we're calling the meeting to order via remote video conference only, as posted, as noted on our agenda, posted with the town clerk and on the website. Next item, this is actually, I'm sorry, we did open our regular meeting, but now I am going to open our public hearing. And to do that, I am actually going to read the legal notice for the public hearing. Oh, are we supposed to go at 4? Did I miss that? What says, interesting. So in accordance with, notice to sewer users of public hearing on proposed amendments to sanitary sewer regulations. In accordance with Connecticut General Statute Section 7-255, the Town of Darien Sewer Commission will conduct a public hearing on Tuesday, June 1st, 2021 at 4:30 p.m. via remote access for the purpose of affording property owners and residents within the Town of Darien an opportunity to be heard concerning proposed amendments to the Darien Code of Ordinance, Appendix C, Administrative Regulations. Public participation is available via email at dariensc@darienct.gov by 4 p.m. That's what I saw on June 1st, 2021, or phone access at 1-646-749-3122, or computer via meeting link at, I will not recite that. Proposed amendment includes establishing fee for connection, reconnection, or change in use of connection to sanitary sewer. Well described. Article 11, Sanitary Sewer Regulations, Section 1000-3A, sewer connection fees and supplemental charges. All members of the public are invited to participate and will be given an opportunity to be heard regarding the proposed changes. So that was the legal notice, and that was published, Darren?
Yes.
In Times?
Yes, I believe it was the Times.
Do you happen to have the I like to just mention the date during the public hearing if you happen to have it. Or you can look for it while we've got it open. We'll note it. The new regulations are about 3 pages in length. We're not going to recite them. They were posted along with the agenda with the town clerk and on the website. We'll assume folks that wanted to learn more about the proposed regulation change would have found the text there. I will give a high-level summary, which is that if you are not currently connected to the sanitary sewer system in the town of Darien and you file a permit to connect to the sanitary sewer system in Darien, you will have to pay a connection fee, which connection fee is spelled out in the new regulation. For instance, for a single family residence, it would be $1,000, but for non-residential mixed-use commercial, it's based on the water service size ranging from $3,000 to above $100,000 for a significant size connection. Similarly, if you were disconnected and reconnecting, there would be a fee based on that table, but it would take into account what you previously had connected when calculating the fee, and you'd only pay the difference in between what the old use was and the new use will be. Similarly, if you stay connected to the sewer and you have some action which requires a zoning permit or a building permit, and by that action, you are intensifying the use of the property based on an increase in the domestic water service size or an increase in the number of dwelling units on the property, you would have to pay an increased fee accordingly. So that's my high-level summary. Anybody comfortable with my high-level summary?
Sounds good.
I'm good.
What you got there, Darren?
Darien Times, May 13th, 2021.
Okay, thank you very much, Darren.
Notarized.
With that, if there are any members of the public wishing to comment on the proposed amendments to the sanitary sewer regulations, we will hear you now. It's most helpful if you can raise your digital hand. If not, just turn on your video and your mic, and I will recognize you. So going once, going twice. Melissa, did you want to address the commission on the regulation change?
I'm just trying to understand it, Craig.
Oh, sure,
I
sure.
didn't read it in detail, but
Yes.
I live on West Avenue, and
Yeah.
I think this is going to impact me. And I live on a property that was once one property, and then it was divided.
Yes.
And I had a sump pump that I never put in, but was in here for a very long time. I never really had a lot of issues with flooding or anything like that. But ever since Alan O'Neill and the big, huge curtain drain that's a diagonal across from my house, and I had concerns when that went in too, just with overall water and everything. I've seen a huge increase in the years that I've been here of just the water situation, which all of West Avenue has, as we know, that whole area. But anyway, I
Ms. Hepburn,
disconnected.
if you would be willing, just let me know your address also.
Oh, 217A.
217A.
217. Yeah.
West Avenue.
There's
Okay.
also a 217 here.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's I did disconnect it from, the sump pump and had that work done. But I have a problem in the back now, a lot more than I had before, which is another thing I have to deal with. So I'm just concerned what this does, and
Yeah, sure. So if
And
you have a single family residence,
just
correct?
single, yes.
Yeah. And so you are connected to the sewer in that all of your domestic water use, everything you flush down the toilet, everything that goes down the sink, et cetera, goes out to the sewers in West Ave. So you are connected to the sewer. This really does not affect the sump pump regulations. Sump pumps are not allowed to be tied into our sanitary sewer, and the basic reason is that it's clean water, either groundwater or surface water when it rains.
I had it disconnected, yeah.
Yeah, and it would add it does create capacity problems in the sewer system for everyone else, and that inflow of clean water not only can be an issue in times of intense rainfall like this weekend, but also adds to the cost of us having our water treated by the city of Stamford at the treatment plant, right?
I understand all that.
Yeah. So, but you would only have to pay another fee under this new regulation if you were proposing to replace your single family residence with a two-family residence, or replace your single family residence with some mixed or commercial use that would intensify the use of the sewer. So I don't foresee that either of those situations happening in the future. So I don't believe that this
sold and a builder bought it and was building a bigger home, like as some of them have gone on.
Yeah, so bigger home is not a new fee. So a single family residence, I think it is let me call that up again, read it. 3 bedrooms or greater. So any single family residence that's 3 bedrooms or greater, it has the same fee.
Okay. Well, I have 3 bedrooms, but just 1.5 bath. But I'm a little concerned because of the divided property. My neighbor has a full house with 4 kids and stuff, and like that, he has that whole system too. He goes into the sewer too. I mean, he's done his own. with it. So I was just wondering, because of this odd divided property that it is, whether that, I have some kind of a different circumstance here.
Yeah, and that's, 217A, 217B, I see that now. The tax assessor has them separately, but you're saying they're effectively one property? Or
Was one property. It's
was
now
one
two.
property. It's now two properties, yeah. So that would have its own, so it might have been, so in a situation, if there was only one house and then it's subdivided and then there's two houses, yes, that second house would have had to pay a fee under our regulations of $1,000.
On the second house
But it's already there and it's already connected.
there, and it's already, even though, I misunderstood what you said, how it's.
Yeah. If we went back in time and someone, or
Take up all
right
your
now,
time.
someone did a subdivision.
Why I'm in this meeting, because I'm just
Yeah.
trying to understand if it does apply to me.
Yeah.
But thank you. I'll read it in more detail.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Didn't have time to do it yet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Does anybody else wish to comment on
Hey, Susan.
the, yes, ma'am.
I'm just waving to
Oh,
Melissa.
sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Does anybody else from the public wish to comment on the proposed change to the sewer regulations establishing connection fees for a connection or intensification of use of the sewer system? Hearing no other members of the public, or seeing no other members of the public, Darren, did we receive any comments by email or phone?
Aware of none.
Okay. With that, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Reese moves.
I'll second.
Second it.
Bob seconds. Any further discussion on the motion to close the public hearing? No discussion. All those in favor of closing the public hearing say aye. Susan?
Aye.
Aye.
Bob?
Aye.
Peter?
Aye.
Reese?
Aye.
I am also an aye, so by a vote of 5-0, the public hearing is now closed. Thank you, Ms.
At
Hepburn. You're welcome
4:47
to continue watching the wonderful proceedings of the Sewer Commission agenda this evening. Thank you for participating.
Trying to keep on top of it.
I appreciate it. Involvement is important in our democracy.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Public hearing was closed at 4:47 p.m.
Thank you, sir. All right, so now we will go to our regular meeting agenda at 4:47, and the first item on our regular meeting agenda is to approve our minutes of Tuesday, May 4th.
I looked it over. I didn't see anything.
Good to me.
The only thing I saw, and I wasn't there, is number page 2 of 3, 5 Superintendent's Report C. It's revisions to the sewage spill right to know salute. is salute the right thing? Or
I think we're looking
statute?
for statute. Yeah.
I mean, everyone likes to salute. It's Memorial Day, so I thought maybe
Well,
you'd tuck it in.
All right. So is that a motion, Reese?
No, I didn't attend, so I'm abstaining.
All right. Do I have a motion to approve as amended?
I'll make a motion to approve as amended.
Bob first, Reese, Peter seconds. Any
Yep.
further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, Susan?
Aye.
Aye. Bob?
Aye.
Peter?
Aye.
I am an aye. Reese, are you an A?
Yeah, A.
A. All right. 401 minutes are approved. And wow, we are jumping immediately to our superintendent's report. What's the raised hand for, Darren?
I just, thank you. I just want to call out that it appears that we made an oversight. If the commission would like to consider connection fees, it should have been on the agenda as a formal business item.
Yes.
If you want to take care of the business portion of things first, maybe you could entertain new business and
Yes. Okay.
adopt the regulations.
Let's do that. I would like to entertain a motion under new business to discuss and potentially decide on the amendment.
I'll
You need
make
a
a
motion
motion
for
to
that, Craig?
go in new
Yeah,
business.
I'll second that.
All right, Bob moves, Reese seconds. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, Susan?
Aye.
Aye. Bob?
Aye.
Peter?
Aye.
Reese?
Aye.
And I'm an aye, that's 5-0. Carries by more than a 2/3 vote. So we are in new business, and that item of new business is the proposed amendments to the Town of Darien Code of Ordinance, Appendix C Administrative Regulations, Article 11, Sanitary Sewer Regulations, Section 1000-3A Sewer Connection Fees and Supplemental Charges. Well, we have had the benefit of talking about this for, I don't know, a year?
Could be a year, Craig, yeah.
Could be more. It's been a while. We talked about it very thoroughly. Went over several drafts. Yes, Darren.
If you're interested, it was August 6, 2019, and it was a property on Mansfield Avenue that brought about the discussion.
Okay, so this is almost 2 years in the works. It's been reviewed by town attorneys several times. It's gone through several redrafts. So yes, we had a public hearing tonight, but we have discussed this at posted public meetings at least a half a dozen times, if not more. So I feel as though we've done our duty of both being responsible stewards of our sewer system, but also doing this in an open forum. So with that, does anybody have any comments, discussions, or thoughts about the amendment at this time?
I'll make a quick one.
Okay.
I mean, as well, Darren now brought up, it's over 2 years that we've been talking about this. And yes, it's a change, but I think it's a fair change. And I don't think that this change will impede development or renovation. It just makes them pay some of their fair share. So I think it's a very good change, and it's a change which will put us in line with other towns. Not necessarily, that isn't always a good thing, but in this this situation, I think that having the same ideas as other towns is a good one. So I would be wholeheartedly in favor of this.
Thank you for your comments, Bob. Any other comments or questions at this time about the amendment? Hearing none, I'd ask for a motion to approve. All right, Peter makes a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Oh.
I think Peter got it. He had his hand up first.
Okay.
Damn.
And
All
so
right.
on your marks, get set. Who wants the second?
I'll second it.
Reese got the second. Any further discussion on the motion, which would be to approve the amendment as drafted and noticed with no edits? Hearing nothing for further discussion, I'll ask for a roll call vote. Susan?
Aye.
Bob?
Aye, yes.
Peter?
Aye.
Reese?
Aye.
And I am an aye. The motion carries 5-0. The amendment is adopted. And I think there's an effective date we wrote in there. Did we not?
Yes, July 1st. That's why
Yep.
we brought it in this month's meeting.
Yep. Sounds good.
And I want to thank everyone for their hard work on this one.
Yeah, no, I'm sure with the first application, we're going to find the gray area between the lines that we didn't think about.
I mean,
But we
If-
tried. I mean,
We
it wasn't
tried.
like we didn't give it the effort.
if some builder feels he's, it's unfair or unjust, they'll file a complaint, or they'll make a complaint. And if they still feel strongly after having it explained, then they'll probably go to court and see what they can do.
Yeah,
The first teacher at Harvard, even though I didn't go there, at the law school, there's no law that isn't made to be broken.
think,
A strange philosophy, but for a law school, but that's what they have.
well, we work under a constitution that was made to be amended from time to time.
Yep.
All right, so that matter is behind us. We can return back to our regularly scheduled agenda outside of new business and go to the superintendent's report.
4:55 p.m. Okay. Ed?
Yep, I'm here.
Would you
You're
like
on.
to do 3A, or would you like me to do 3A?
You could take the beginning. I'll wrap up the pump station part. I know you were on the call this morning. I kind of wrap up what was
Okay.
happening.
Okay, we had a call with Arcadis today regarding the II study that they're doing for us. 90% of the CCTV work is done, over 43,000 linear feet. We have 395 manholes inspected. There's 85 remaining to be inspected. They have the videos done. They have not prepared their report yet. And the only reports that we got were reports where they noted immediately structural damage or something that needed immediate attention. We identified a couple of areas that are in need of attention. One of them was on Sunset Road. We've already began repairing that section. We should probably get some pictures for you. They're quite interesting to see just how far a pipe can get misaligned and still work. So that repair has already been made. There's another repair on Sunset Road. There's another one on Hecker and Buttonwood that are in need of attention. The asbestos cement pipe on Old Kings Highway South is showing signs of delamination, so we're going to look into that further. And right now, Arcadis is looking into seeing if it's a candidate for relining and what the best approach will be there. That's going to be something that we're going to be doing sooner rather than later. Little things, we found some brick in the pipe some places. Smoke testing is going to begin in July or August of 2021. And our consultants, the field consultants, have about a couple weeks worth of work left now from this point. Those are the highlights. Any questions?
Let me talk about the pump stations now while I have your attention on this item. It's we did get a report on the I think it's the 12th or 13th of May, just before I'd gone away. So I did get a chance to look at it briefly, but I do want to go through it again, and it looks like a really good report. They did a lot of in-depth investigative work, ranking the stations and so on. So I think it's going to be a good tool for us to use moving forward with regards to capital improvements at these pump stations. So I think there's just a little bit more work for us to do with them. And once I'm done reviewing it and Darren gets a chance to take a look at it, we're going to have another conference call with them and go through it so we can finalize that report and include it in our CMOM document. That should cover. Hey, is there any questions? All right. Chairman, with your approval, I'll go down to item B.
That's fine.
Okay, STS deadlines. June 28th is our deadline to show that we have finished our flow analysis, which you guys all know we finished back in December and submitted to the DEP. I was supposed to start the draft for our letter to the Save the Sound folks today, but when I get back in, that's the first thing on my priority list, to draft something up. Arcadis has graciously accepted my offer for them to quickly review it, and we're going to send them the documentation with proof that we had finished on time, of course, that very first item that comes due June 28th of this year. You guys have any questions on that one?
Correct me if I'm wrong, we will also owe them kind of an annual update, if I recall, from, that's in that from memory, not from writing. I guess that could be in December for.
It is. They said their guidance as, well, it's due in December, which, we'll do the first year. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that first year report is due to them in December, and I will present you folks with the same report before I give it to them. Probably December meeting is what I'm shooting for.
Okay. And when will be the next time that, when's the next good study point for, Arcadis and you to make a presentation to us about kind of big picture stuff? What would be the next milestone, do you think?
I'm hopeful that once they're done with they did the wet weather SSES. Now they're going to do the dry weather, as Darren just told you, smoke testing for, inflow analysis. I'm hoping that it'll come sometime directly after that with a report. So I'm going to venture a guess, maybe before the end of the year. That would be something that we would get from them.
Might work nicely to maybe see a presentation in November and then have our year-end summary in December, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that will work.
Okay.
That should work.
Okay. Any other questions for Superintendent?
All right.
I think that means we're on to C. Yeah.
Yeah. We're still waiting on information from the Stanford WPCA. I did get an email back from Bill Brink saying that he would provide us with the information. That was approximately 2 weeks ago. I will touch base with him this week now that we're back working, and see if he can give me a deadline of when he thinks he'll be able to provide that information for us.
Okay, that's not surprising. So
Yeah.
Our audit is on hold, waiting for the information we need to do it.
Yeah, and as soon as I get that, I'll pass that on to the consultant to finish his review.
Okay.
Seagate plantings. We got our estimate back. We spoke with the homeowner next door who would like to be involved in selection. So we're able to get a contribution of 50-50 split on the cost of the plantings, which I thought was a good deal in retrospect of what was there before and what he'd like to see. So we're moving forward with that. I don't have a planting date yet. They're waiting for the material. And they get in a spot on their schedule to have them come in and plant them.
Okay. Any questions on that?
Near water.
Yeah, keep going.
Near water fencing. I did approve the purchase of the material that we're going to replace the railings down. I do believe our guys were in the process of getting the material, but we have been busy with the camera crew and the manhole inspection crew. So I told them the priority was our inspections, our sewer system, and once these folks are done or they get a break in the TV camera work or the manhole inspection work, that they make that a priority and shift out those rails and the posts. down in your water so we could be a little bit more presentable.
Sounds good. Summer's here.
Yes, it is.
Got more people dropping by.
Almost ready. Darren, could you update us on Brookside, the survey?
Partially, I could tell you that our surveyor was scheduled to be out there Monday and Tuesday of last week. So what was that, May 3rd or 4th? I'm sorry, 24th or 25th. But I don't know if they were there or not. I wasn't here.
And with us going forward with the survey, as soon as we do get those points staked out there, we're going to get a cost estimate on replacing the fence. Already spoken to Steve and Tony Campanello about moving forward with that. But I don't really want to do anything until I at least get the property lines done and then come over and take care of our fencing in case there's anything else we'd like to do out there while we're there.
Sounds good.
And I think that's it on the superintendent's report, unless you folks have some questions for me.
Unfortunately, I have a couple questions. They're not actually on these, but they're on past things. The first one was next to near water. I was about to say near gate, near water. Where the town was, the Park and Rec was going to build something over there. Have they done anything over there? Because they were going to clean, they were going to expose that shed, which is kind of, could be an eyesore. And I wondered if they've gone forward at all there.
I haven't seen anything.
For funding purposes, I do know though they're going to try to build that walk. I don't know if Pam Geary has gotten approval yet for the funds through the budget process or this budget process. There's really a little bit of a convoluted donation from a group in Darien also, but I know that her and I spoke last. She would let us know when it gets approved and when they think about moving forward, because she wants to take some of our fill material from our transfer station to do some of the work.
So they are pursuing the project, but haven't necessarily been funded yet.
That's as far as I know, Craig. That's correct.
Okay. And this was just because I can't remember. What did we decide on with that shed? Just to leave it as it is, or were we going to do something to that?
I thought we were
On it
asking
near
them,
water. Excuse me?
well, in terms of the plant, we were asking them to do plantings to screen it. I think that was.
But we were gonna leave the shed. The shed is, shall I say, old and possibly could be thought to be in need of repair.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to.
I didn't know if we decided. I couldn't remember if we decided to leave it alone. If that's the case, that's fine. Just kind of trying to refresh my memory.
Go ahead, Ed.
I don't recall if we put any plans in motion to replace it. I do recall the conversation, Bob, where we all agreed that it was probably not in the best shape, and something that we should look into replacing. But I was working out some numbers right around the time that our lawsuit for Save the Sound came in place. So kind of put that on the back burner, if you will, with regards to money wise. Trying to be a little sensitive to our budget too at the same time.
No, and I'm very, very receptive of that. We probably just need to have some kind of a wish list type thing, so that we don't totally lose sight of things like that.
Yeah, keep
but
it
I don't
on
know exactly how to do that.
So you're suggesting keep it on the list of maintenance items that may need to be addressed, and perhaps go so far as to understanding what kind of capital budget impacts it would have to remove or replace.
It's something that's going to need to be addressed. It's just a question of whether it's 1 year, 5 years. I can't even say the word 10, because I would think 10 it would be on the ground.
That seems reasonable. Ed, do you have any concerns about that?
No, listen. I'd like to see it replaced as soon as possible, but like I said, I've been more conscious about the budget these last 2 years, especially with the lawsuits, especially with the capital improvements we're doing. But we should make a spot for this in the next couple of years to replace. As Craig, as you're well aware, we're in a flood hazard zone down there, so that will require some.
Would that be
Under
covered
the process
under
of
the
P&Z?
pump station inspection report or not?
No, they did. They went into the buildings and graded those buildings out. I got to take a look back, but I'm pretty sure that one didn't get the best of. They did the circle buildings and the other garages there too.
Okay, so it might come out in their report, so you might want to touch base with them on that.
Okay. That's it. Thank you.
Any other
Okay,
questions?
thank you very much.
No, I'm good.
5:10 p.m.
Okay, any other new business?
No.
Peter?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Hey, can I?
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Darren. You had your chance.
Bob Gillian. Your
Gillen.
name says Gillen.
Oh, look at that.
Is somebody
No,
there with you attending?
No, that was from my last meeting. I
Okay.
edited it for my last meeting.
Thank you. I just want to make sure
And
I didn't miss somebody for the
Did
attendance.
not
Thank you.
re-edit for this one, so, yes.
Okay.
That's- You could have said that in the beginning.
I don't want to interrupt Peter. Go for it.
I make a motion to adjourn. Did you hear?
Second.
Yeah, Reese seconds. All those in favor, yell aye. Aye.
Aye.
Hi.
All right, we are adjourned. 5:10.
Be well, everybody.